The reign of the United States in the Middle East is fading, and it's been fading for some time, to a very large part because of these endless wars that the United States engaged in. It has truly weakened the United States, made it less capable of providing security, less trusted by its allies, more questioned because these wars were not fought with tremendous competence. One of the reasons why the Chinese were successful in the Iranian-Saudi case is precisely because they had stayed out of those conflicts. They were not taking the Saudi side. They were not taking the Iranian side. They were neutral. Their only interest was to make sure that there was stability because that's good for their economy. That makes China an attractive mediator for a lot of countries in the region in a way that America is not. I do believe that there's a growing sentiment in the region that the United States is not the partner you turn to in order to resolve conflicts, but that now China perhaps is. The only reason that all eyes were turned towards the United States in the past was not because the United States was seen as a fair and impartial mediator. It was because the United States was the only game in town, was the only power with the influence and the ambition to play such a role. Now there is another game in town. China's role in the Middle East is changing, and by that, it is also changing the Middle East. Now we're seeing that the Chinese are increasing their ambition, but they're doing so diplomatically. The fear in Washington was that if the United States were to leave the region militarily, it would create a vacuum that the Chinese would fill with their troops and their bases. But that's not what we're seeing happening. The Chinese managed to negotiate and mediate between the Saudis and the Iranians without having a single military base or a single soldier stationed in the Middle East. Its focus has been on trade. Its focus has been on diplomacy, in which it has been nudging, not threatening, these countries to come to the table and come to an agreement. That's a very different approach